1, 2, 3, 4. Like and subscribe, send me an email. It's Music Talk with Nick. Hey, we're here, and it's Rock Lesson 2, Part 3. Whoo, these parts, so many parts. Well, we're doing a lot of stuff, aren't we? Okay, so here, let's check it out. Let's jump right into it, okay? Let's check out how this thing sounds. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, okay, that is rocking. Wow, I got caught up in the level of rock. So, so just to remind everybody, what we've been doing is we've been taking the chord progression G, C, A minor, and D, and trying to see how we can make it feel more rock. What can make it increase its rock, okay? So trying to investigate what these things are. And so what we did last time was we added a bunch of ornaments. We added some fourths, suspended fourths, add fours, and we added some sixes too, okay? And we even changed one chord from a minor chord to a major chord. Whoa, and this was also surprising and felt deeply rocking. But now what we want to do is, I think that since we're interested in being rock musicians, usually rock bands, I just said it, they have a band, right? And so when you're in a band, you don't want to take up all the space. Well, sometimes you do, but maybe a song or two. And then you maybe want to give some space and some love to the drummer. But also the vocalist, we want to create space. And so what I try to do a lot is not play so many notes with my guitar, okay? So what we've done here is we've reduced all of the chords to just be 3 notes, okay? And they're all on the same set of strings, the D, G, and B strings, okay? So let's take a look at, and incidentally, there's really only 3 shapes here. It's just about moving it around. So here, check this out. 5, 4, 3. It's the staircase, right? If you consult your tablature. So, but look, check this out. What's my thumb doing? What are you doing there, thumb? Well, I don't want. Well, first of all, here's a heads up. We're going to be talking about thumb chords sooner than later. And so I want you to get used to kind of curling your thumb up there. But right now, what its job is just to block notes. I don't actually want it to play anything. I just want it to block those strings so it mutes them. Now, my index finger also kind of, it's not on its super tippy top, right? As if I was doing this chord. It's sort of relaxed across the thinnest string, right? It's pressing on the 3rd fret there on the B string, but it's relaxed across the high E so that I can have a broader stroke with my right hand, so I can do some sort of Pete Townsend-like windmill maneuver, okay? Yes! So we've got that. That's our first chord. Now, the next move we have to make is we're going to do a little something like this. What I'm doing there is I'm flattening my ring finger like this across. Can you see that, everybody? I'm flattening my ring finger across those same 3 strings to bar across them there, okay? So what I'm doing is I'm pivoting. My ring finger is still pushing down on that D string, but I'm just pivoting so as to cover those other strings. Now, that is a tough move. But maybe you've heard it in a song like Beast of Burden. Right? Maybe you've heard that kind of move. We see that a lot in rock music. And in fact, moving between those 2 chord shapes, you know, it's also, to me, it's reminiscent of something I might see Eddie Van Halen do as well. Okay, so hey, we just confirmed how rocking this is, right? Van Halen and the Stones. Whoa! Okay, so anyways, let's move on. So the next thing we want to go like this. Now I want to do a cardinal sin here. I'm going to change position. Oh, will we be okay? Look, we're only going to move up 2 frets, okay? And our hand isn't going to really change position that much at all. We're just going to transplant all this business up. Now what I want to do is, I want to do that same chord that I just did with my ring finger, but this time, I'm going to play with my index finger, okay? And my thumb is still doing the same job. And in fact, my index finger is still doing the same job in that it is also muting that thinnest string. And as I said before, my thumb is blocking out those 2 thick guys, okay? But now what I am doing is preparing to do this C suspended fourth, which involves my middle finger playing the 6th fret. Not a big deal. That's not bad at all. So we got this now. Yeah, that's pretty doable. So just let's check it out. Let's play the whole figure and see what we notice this time. Okay, when we got up to this position, the fifth position, I didn't really move from there, right? I was able to do all the rest of the moves from this one spot. And that's because once I get to this, like I'm doing a ring finger bar again on the 7th fret, and then I'm coming out of it into that triad that we saw playing the G, right? There's the staircase, right? But then here was the kind of the issue where you're gonna be like, Nick, what are you trying to do to me, man? Is that I want you to try to do the suspended fourth using your pinky finger this time. Okay? So I want you to try to, rather than shifting position to do this suspended fourth, I want you to try to stick to this position. Now, of course, yes, you can shift your position up if you're finding that easier. But I want you to try to exercise your pinky because we're going to use your pinky a lot doing some of these rock rhythms. So I kind of want you to get used to it. Okay? So see if you can put that little extra piece onto this. Make it a little trickier for yourself if that's new for you. Okay? Now, hey, there's some interesting here going on. You notice how, like, last time we were doing these chords, like, and then what was the next one? So in those instances, those are all the same exact chords that I've just played, but in those ones I had a bass note, and the bass note was sort of defining the character of the chord that I'm playing. Now, in this case, I have not done that at all. Okay, I have no. What's the word I'm looking for? Bass note, root note. That's the name. I have no root note. Okay, it's sort of I'm rootless. Okay, and so that's something we maybe want to get used to on the guitar, because hopefully we've befriended a bass player, and maybe we want to leave some space for the bass player. If if every riff you're ever playing has got these two thick strings on it, like. Maybe it's a good idea to let it breathe a little bit and let the bass player take care of the root notes for a change. An interesting idea. It doesn't have to be every song, but still, hey, it's worth doing. Okay, so this one's definitely tricky, everybody. We're moving positions. We're muting a lot of strings. I'm asking you to use your pinky to do a suspended fourth. Good Lord. But it's all going to be worth it, because now we have many different ways to kind of play the same thing, okay? And I find that, thinking ahead here, these positions that we've just been talking about, they don't contain any open strings, so they're all transposable. I can use them in any key. So it's really valuable to get this down, okay? Hey, I want to be your music teacher. Like and subscribe. Send me an email, okay? I would love to hear somebody tell me why this isn't rocking, or what if this is associated with some other genre of music. I love that kind of talk. Send me an email. Take it easy, everybody.